Virginia Tech has been waiting all week for this one. Get ready, folks. The opening kickoff is finally here. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up. They'll start this drive at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. They come out in a goal line set. Here's the halfback. Dives for extra yardage. The running back gives him 6 on the ground. 2nd and 4 coming up here. They come out with 4 wide out. He's going to try and scramble. Now he's going to run and watch out. He's knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. And that was a nice pickup by the quarterback.
Brad, I think this guy is amazing. He has an uncanny ability to scramble, and it showed right there on that play.
They're packed in tight on the line. And he has it on the corner. They'll bring him down around the 46-yard line. Not a lot on that one.
Here they tried to jam up the running back with the outside linebacker blitz, and it worked pretty well.
Really just nowhere to go on that play. It's a good job of these guys slowing down that running game.
Fired quickly, and he's got his man.
I like the call here by the defense to bring the heat with the outside linebacker. It was just a better call by the offense. That's why it's a 1st down.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Looking for the corner. He steps out right around the 14-yard line. An 8-yard gain.
They were blitzing on that play, but it was picked up very nicely by that big offensive line.
Yeah, that certainly helped spring him free, Coach. This defense has to do a better job of getting around those blocks.
Run left side. And down he goes at the 10. They move the sticks after another 1st down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Drops back to pass. Passes it, and it's picked off by the safety. Nice pick by the safety.
Safety that time just sitting back there looking at the quarterback, and once it was thrown, he knew exactly where it was going, and he made the pick.
First and 10. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. On the ground with the tailback. Tackle right around the 10-yard line. The halfback took the pitch but couldn't find any running lane.
And there were no running lanes because this defense had so much penetration into the backfield. He would have been lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
High formation here. Makes the catch and look out. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. It's 3rd and 5. Ball on the 16-yard line. And we get a new man in there, running back. Complete. He's taken down right around the 26-yard line.
This isn't a great example, but I'll tell you something. This kid is really getting better at running his routes, which is truly an underrated quality these days.
From the gun. Dumps it complete. It's the fullback over the middle.
Not that impressive of a play. Let's see if they continue to employ the short passing game or if they decide to run the ball.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. They line up in a double tight set. Drops back to pass. Backward pass. That's a fumble. Coach, what can you do to avoid those turnovers?
Well, you just got to get back to the fundamentals. For the skilled players, that means hanging on to the football.
And a lot of times you see the defense slow up in those situations because it looks like an incomplete pass. But there, they stayed right on top of the play, and they ended up picking up the fumble. That's just a great heads-up play.
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory. They line up in the jumbo set. They go with the run. Makes it to the 17. Nice job by the running back, and that'll get him 7, maybe 8 yards. We've got a 2nd and 2. Ball on the 17-yard line. This defense is looking to make it 3 straight trips to the red zone without a single point. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
Looking for 6, and he got it. Touchdown. He's on a different level than everybody else, Coach.
And he sure is, my friend. This kid is a real deep threat. He can stretch the defense and cause a lot of problems for the secondary.
And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. ECU is ready to kick it away. He sends it downfield. Taken at the 5. He's tackled at the 31. So the offense comes out after their last drive, had the ball end up in the defense's hands by way of a fumble.
The offense was just a little bit too aggressive with that last possession.
That aggression caused a mistake, and that's exactly what happens when you're too aggressive.
They'll go to work at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Option, and they hit him in the backfield. No place to go that time, and the offense loses a yard or 2.
Nice job of plugging up all the gaps and the possible cutback lanes by the defense.
Backfield's in an offset I formation. Goes left and tackled in a hurry. Gain of 2.
This run was disrupted by the blitz of the middle linebacker.
Yep, and the halfback couldn't slip by. Good play by the defense there.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Passes, and it's almost picked off. And that makes it 4th down.
Boy, great defense on that play. They were expecting the pass, and they defended it very well by getting a hand in there to break up the play.
Booming kick. He's out to the 30. Looking for the corner. At the 40. Down the sideline. Steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And that was almost 6 points, fellas.
I'll tell you what, that was an amazing punt, but it was even a better punt return.
Boy, that guy showed some flash on that return, and actually, the fact that it was such a good punt gave this return man much more room to make this thing happen.
They'll set up shop at the 20. We've got a 1st and 10. And they swap out the running back now for this next play. On the ground, and he won't get back to the line.
That was a fantastic play by this defense.
You're right. Poor halfback, he had nowhere to go.
And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Drops back to pass, and he's hammered as he lets it go.
Great coverage by the linebacker there in the end zone.
Not only can this guy make tackles all over the field, but he can get out there and cover too.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Looking to throw. He rolls out to the left. Now he's going to run, and watch out. What a play, and that is first and goal. And that is going to be enough for the first.
Is this kid amazing or what, Kirk?
Well, absolutely, Lee. You and I talked about him earlier in the game. What impressed me there is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get the first down the whole time.
Somebody hit the upset alert button because this one looks like it just might be heading in that direction. The score here in Greenville. East Carolina, 6. Virginia Tech, nothing. They come out in a goal line set. Heading for the corner. Touchdown, ECU! That run was really something, Coach.
Oh, this kid is a tremendous halfback. Just hand off the ball and watch him work his magic.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. From the 5-yard line. Tackle made at the 30-yard line. Not a lot of success for this offense on their last trip out. They'll get the ball here at the 30. First and 10. They shift on the defensive line. Delayed handoff. And they make the stop at the 39. That draw to the running back was good for 9 yards. It's second down and a yard to go. Ball on their own 39. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws it out right to the running back. He's taken down at the 47. And a pretty smart call right there.
You're absolutely right. The reason why this play worked is that the play action froze the defense just enough to allow the receiver to get open.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He'll give it off here. And down he goes. Around the 38-yard line. He really showed some good speed there.
I'll tell you, no question. When you talk about being able to turn on the jets and leave everybody in the dust, you have to mention this young man. He's got skills, but his speed is what the pro scouts are drooling about.
He tackles him for a loss.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a 4th linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield.
Ace backfield. They motion to the right. Counter play, taken down in the backfield.
Wow, that was the cornerback who got into the backfield there. How about that for some run support?
Well, when you've got a guy that can cover receivers and come in and make big hits in the running game, then you know you got a special cornerback.
This guy can cover like a corner and hit like a safety. That is something special.
Way to hook it in. Wow, a long gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the offense hurt themselves by digging themselves into a hole on 1st and 2nd down, so the defense didn't really have to put too much thought in how to defend on that 3rd down.
Those 3rd and long plays are always tricky. The quarterback did a good job there of not forcing the ball and causing an interception.
And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Virginia Tech is ready to kick it away. Kicks it off. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. This offense scored a touchdown there last time out, and their running game was really clicking.
The defensive line needs to get more pressure up front. This O-line is just having their way with them.
And that really is what's helping this back get to the 2nd level and really pick up some major yards.
Run left side. There's a very impressive open field tackle. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on their own 32. They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it and tackled in the backfield. And he couldn't go anywhere on that run.
Nah, he couldn't go anywhere because there was no place for him to run. The defensive front got a good push and knocked that offensive line backwards.
They come out with 4 wide out. Rolling out to the left side. And it's caught, and he's brought down quickly.
I don't know what game plan this offense is running. It might need to be reassessed by this coaching staff.
And on 4th down, this offense has to punt the ball away.
It's away, and it's a booming punt. He's to the 20. At the 40. He's tackled at the 47. A heck of a return.
What I like here is they now have decent field position to work with.
They'll start at the 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The D-line moves to the inside. And he's taken down at the 39. Looks like we've got an injured player down there. Can't tell who it is yet. It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that 1st down marker. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Tackle made at about the 35. So the tailback's going to come away with a 1st down on the play.
The back did a good job here of finding the hole and getting upfield for a 4-yard gain.
They line it up with 3 receivers. They go with the run. Tackle around the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 30-yard line. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Throws it, and oh, he drops it.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kirk, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Tosses out to the tailback on the screen. Taken back 3 yards.
Not much going on there. Those kind of plays will not work against this defense. You can be sure of that.
So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. This will be about a 50-yard field goal attempt. He gets it up, and it's long enough. Not a very good attempt there by the kicker.
That was a tough miss. This kid was getting heckled by the crowd before the game, and I don't think that things will get any better for him after that kick.
Well, the 2 players that have the most difficult job in hostile environments are the kickers and the quarterbacks. And it's especially hard for the kickers because, well, they're head cases.
7-yard loss on the play.
First half is over, and this is why they play the game. The score here in Greenville, East Carolina 13, Virginia Tech 3.
Virginia Tech 3.
The teams are lined up, and we're just about ready to start this 2nd half. Here's the kick. He's to the 20. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. Gain of 9.
What sprung this play was some pretty good blocking up front. They read the blitz and picked it up nicely.
D-line is making some adjustments. Ace backfield. He's looking to pass. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line. So they'll move the chains with that catch by the tight end.
The defense was there, but they just couldn't get to the ball carrier in time. Nice first down pickup.
The offense lines this one up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Here's the give. Couldn't shake free from a nice tackle there. A pickup of about 3.
He wasn't able to get much there with that middle linebacker blitzing.
Yeah, the defense had all the holes plugged up there.
They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. They're going to pitch it. They'll bring him down at the 45-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the toss. It's 3rd and 4. Ball on the 45. Defensive line looking to clog that middle.
Everyone had a shot at catching that pass.
Especially the guys on defense. There was no one open, and he threw it in there anyway.
And this one is a beauty. And the ball squirts loose. He's all the way. Touchdown.
Return for a gain of 1 yard.
Here's the extra point to get within a field goal. And he hits the PAT. Virginia Tech is ready to kick it away. He kicks it. And he'll return this one from the 7th. He's taken down at the 44-yard line. That return should help the offense out a little.
Yo, this kid is a sensational kick returner. He did a perfect job of reading his blocks on that kick return.
Almost perfect.
That's what I said. Almost perfect.
And it'll be very interesting to see if they can overcome that fumble on this drive.
I think they'll be okay. They just need to keep their heads in this game.
There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. It's 2nd down and 12 to go. Ball on the 42. The defense comes out with 5 defensive backs this time.
Let's go.
Going to go across the middle. Caught. He goes down at the 32-yard line. Did you see how fast that kid is?
Barely. He was like a blur running past those defenders. That speed alone makes this guy a big-time receiver.
They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it right and can't get away. Nice tackle. The back gets 3 on the carry.
And it was the junior defensive tackle that was able to step up and make that tackle.
Going with the shotgun here. Drops back to pass. Caught out in the open. And they make the stop at about the 17-yard line. They just couldn't get to the quarterback in time.
That's one of the things that can happen if a defense brings extra guys to rush the quarterback. The offense will have favorable matchups to get the ball downfield.
And this kid is talented enough to see those receivers. It's not easy to get the ball past those big bulldozers when they're flying right at you.
Again with a carry. Tackle made at the 12. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. It's 2nd down on the 11 going in. They're packed in tight on the line. Takes it right and brought down right away. And the halfback's got nowhere to go. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Looks to pass. Nice play across the middle.
They brought the middle linebacker on a blitz, and the quarterback got the ball out of his hands in time for a 1st down.
They've got their goal line sets on the field. This might be a good time for play action. Hands it off, and he's in for the score. Nothing complicated about that one, Coach. The halfback took it in for 6.
You're right. It doesn't have to be quantum physics to get in the end zone. Just good execution.
Here, guys, both teams are in their goal line sets, and it's hard to stop any offense when they're that close to the goal line.
And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. East Carolina ready to kick this one off. He kicks off. That was a great hit. He wasn't getting away from that one. So let's see how the defense will hold up now as this offense comes out for their next drive. The defensive back's moving in closer. And we got some fresh legs in there at tailback. Hands it to the back, and he's got open field. Tackle at the 49. He caught some key blocks and was able to turn it into a 10-yard gain. So it's second down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. He makes it to the 48-yard line. So it was the halfback who took the carry and picked up a couple yards.
Yep, he didn't get much, but he did enough to move the chain gang.
And we got the backup in there now at running back. Drops back on first down. Dumps it out left to the running back. And down he goes. Right around the 38-yard line.
I like it. They keep the chains moving by running the old halfback screen.
Yeah, this was a great call. From here, it looked like the defense was fooled and reacted a little bit late to the screen.
He's hit and taken down.
This kid has some spring in his legs, Kirk.
Sure seems like it. He also has some pretty good hands to be able to snag that ball to get a first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 22. The D-line pinches down. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Taken down in the backfield. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run.
Loss of 2 on the play.
It's second down and 12. Ball on the 24-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. He goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
The question here is whether or not after that small gain they run the ball now or not.
3rd down and 12 to go. Ball on the 24. They shift on the defensive line. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Tipped away. He had a very small window he was trying to throw to on that one.
Yo, you called that a window? The defender had it shut pretty tight. That was a poor decision by the quarterback.
They'll line it up for the field goal, and he can bring his team within a touchdown here. Kicks up, and it is good. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Virginia Tech gets set to kick this one away. And this is just a booming kick. And he's taken down at the 35-yard line. Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession.
And it was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm and did a good job of picking apart the defense.
We've played 3, and we're locked in a tight one with the score. East Carolina, 20. Virginia Tech, 13. They're packed in tight on the line. Runs it and tackled in the backfield. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. He's looking for his man. And he pulls it down. How about that pass play?
This may not be his best throw so far as showing off his arm strength, but it might be the best-looking pass you'll see from him all game. He took a little bit off of it this time and placed it in there perfectly. Magnificent play.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Little handoff. They'll bring him down at the 41. And the halfback's got nowhere to go.
Good stop there by the safety to bring down the ball carrier before he got many yards.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Back to pass. Throws it and it's caught for the touchdown. They hooked up for the long touchdown there, guys.
What a great call. The quarterback knew he had the matchup that he wanted, and he took advantage of it.
And how about that receiver? He made a great catch.
He splits the uprights for the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. ECU is lining up to kick this one off. And it's off. Taken down at the 32. Guys, what do you think about this situation?
Well, time isn't on their side anymore. They need to get this ball down the field and get in the end zone.
You're right, Coach. It's now a 2-possession game. There's not too much time to spare.
They'll set up shop at the 32-yard line. It's first and 10. High formation here. They hand it off. Makes it to the 41. The offensive line got a really good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. It's second down and a yard to go. Ace backfield. Has a man, but he couldn't drag his foot in.
That was just thrown too far out there.
Yeah, these halfbacks aren't used to catching the ball along the sideline. That would have been a tough play to keep it in bounds.
We've got third down and 1. Ball on the 41-yard line. Ace backfield. They'll throw for the first. Throws complete. He's got space to work. And they make the stop at the 44-yard line.
Good-looking arm by that quarterback. The defender was in man, so if he throws the ball behind the intended receiver on an out route, it could go the other way for 6. Nice throw and a first and 10.
First and 10. Ball on the 44. They line up in the shotgun. He's taken down around the 26-yard line.
Another solid play by this wide receiver. They may just go right back at it.
And why not? Nobody's really covering him.
First and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. They'll work from the shotgun. He couldn't shake that tackle. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 10-yard line. They've got a great scoring opportunity right now. Let's see if they make the most of it. He goes out of bounds at the 6. About 4 yards on that play.
They only gained about 4 yards on that play, but they're still moving the ball forward.
Second and 5. Ball on the 6-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Man in motion. Caught end zone for the touchdown. That was a well-drawn-up play for the wideout.
Yeah, they saw something upstairs. It led to a touchdown. You can thank the play calling there. Very impressive.
And he adds the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and the score is ECU 27, Virginia Tech 20. Virginia Tech ready to kick this one off. He got all of that one. He's taken down at the 26. Well, fellas, what are you thinking this late in the game?
This has turned into a good one, Kirk. A big defensive stop on this drive, and we have ourselves a game again.
And I definitely think that the momentum is on the defensive side of the ball, Coach. But this offense can end that in a hurry with a few first downs.
So it's make or break time. Who's going to rise to the challenge? They come out in a goal line set. Run right and hit in the backfield.
Not a very successful run that time, Coach.
Did you see his explosion off the defensive line? Woohoo! It seemed like he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
He just timed the snap count there. It really made a nice play.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Throws incomplete, intended for his wideouts. And there wasn't anyone in the vicinity.
I think the ball just slipped out on him.
Maybe it did, but boy, that hurts. That could have been a big, big play.
They come out with 4 wide out. He drops back. Pass complete and taken down immediately.
Ouch! The defense barely had time to catch their breath, and they're back out there already.
He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. Tackle made at the 48.
Yep, the old kicker can stop warming up because it's 4-down football now.
You got that right, Coach. The defense did their job. Now it's the offense's turn to try to make this a ball game again.
It's now make it or break it time for this offense. They can make up the deficit right here. Back to pass. Throws, and it's no good. He's ruled out. The halfback just ran out of real estate.
That's the quarterback's fault. He needs to put that pass where his guy doesn't have to be standing in the third row to make the catch.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. He's looking to pass. And it's picked off from the tip. He has some room. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. And just like that, they make it a 2-possession game.
They really took the pressure off themselves there. That was a great return for a touchdown, and it gives them some breathing room on defense.
Yeah, this offense has a lot of work to do now. They're really going to have to fight to get back in this ball game.
He splits the uprights into the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the fourth quarter, the score is ECU 34, Virginia Tech 20. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks off. And he's tackled at the 21-yard line. Let's see how the defense responds now, coming off that big play just a moment ago.
One thing I know they don't want to see is that defender running down the sideline again.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab the interception.
This guy's got potential. I'll tell you what, if he keeps it up, you might see him playing on Sundays.
First and 10. Ball on the 30. And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. He guns it. Big play, and it's first and goal. A nice completion that time.
Good completion. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but that was exactly the same play they just ran. They're not very creative in their play calling.
Creative? You don't need to be creative with these kind of results.
They line up in the jumbo set. Off to the left, and they wrestle him down behind the line. And that was a good stop by the defense. They got him in the backfield.
That's a great example of quickness by the defensive line. It allows you to break away from those blockers before they have a chance of moving you away from the play.
Second down, goal to go. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Scrambling around. Runs with it, and he's got room. And down he goes at the 4. He got 3 yards there on the scramble. Here we go. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. He's in. Touchdown. That score puts this game out of reach.
I'll tell you what, sweetheart, it's going to take an amazing comeback to win this game. But 3 scores is too much to overcome with this much time left.
You know, they wanted to close this game out, and that's just what they did with that touchdown right there.
And he converts the extra point. So with just over a minute to go here in the fourth quarter, our score, ECU 41, Virginia Tech 20. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Kicks off. Tackle at the 33. The offense comes out to start this drive, and they were hoping for a better result as they threw a pick on their last possession.
The offense needs to be more careful on this drive, Kirk.
Especially since this defense is so good at taking advantage of mistakes.
This drive will start at the 33-yard line. They line it up with 3 receivers. Looks to pass. It's intercepted, and that should do it. Got some open field. And he's tackled right around the 12-yard line.
It's a good play when the corner can break up a pass, but it's even better when he can bring it in for an interception.
First down on the 12, and they can smell the goal line. They're lining up in the 5-2. Handoff, and he's met in the backfield.
The defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
4 wide. Can't find anyone open. Got it, and brought down immediately.
Now it's time for the defense to buckle down and see if they can stop this quarterback.
Here the quarterback quickly glanced to the right, saw nothing, then came back to the left side of the field.
Got his receiver, touchdown. He's got 3 touchdown passes in this game.
And that last one was the best of the bunch, if you'd ask me. Great throw, great catch.
This young man shows incredible poise. He really does have an uncanny ability to just make things happen.
And the extra point is no good. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, East Carolina 47, Virginia Tech 20. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. And this one's away. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is. They'll get the ball here at the 49-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ace backfield. And they motion a guy to the right. It's the tailback. He's taken down at about the 47-yard line. And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score, East Carolina 47, Virginia Tech 20. So as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, Lee, what'd you think of this one?
I can't say enough about this performance. East Carolina looked like a team on a mission to destroy anything and everything that got in their way. Brad, this is a really good-looking football team.
Well, that concludes another game of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safe.